It's sitting pretty, baby.
What is up, y'all? It's your girl Lolo, and I know the holidays are coming up, and this is a very special time where people tend to get together with their family and enjoy good meals and good times and good energy. However, I do know a lot of the times when it comes to people with disabilities, sometimes our families aren't always the most supportive, and it can feel like a really anxious time for a lot of us to get together with our families, because there may be that one family member, or maybe it's the whole family, that still treats you like a child or still doesn't trust that you can be independent or be an adult. Now, I am grateful and thankful that I do have a family that is supportive and loving and has helped me in every step of my journey. However, I do know not everyone is granted that opportunity, and we have to figure out how to live life accordingly regardless of such. So I wanted to just give some good tips for the holidays for those who do tend to struggle with family members or close friends that would normally be around during this time. So here are my 5 tips to deal with not so supportive family. Tip number 1, you have to start at the basics, which is to love yourself first. I know this is probably like, well, Lolo, what that got to do with the fact that my family don't know how to talk to me, or they don't treat me with respect, or whatever the case is. You have to love yourself first, so that way their ignorance or their lack of respect or their unintentional, overbearingness does not affect you as much. A lot of times what people say or what people do does affect us. So I'm not denying what loved ones say can be hurtful. However, I do feel like sometimes people don't necessarily have the worst intentions. They just don't know. So in those moments, you have to love yourself, so that way when they say something, it's easier to just brush off your shoulder and not deal with anything that they have to say, and it doesn't ruin your day. The ultimate goal with all of this stuff is to make sure that you are good no matter where you're at. Because let's face it, the world can be a mean place, and sometimes that includes our own family members. Now, loving yourself first means to accept who you are, accept your disability, accept where you're at in life, and learn from it and continue to grow from there with positivity and good life. You know what I'm saying? That's tip number 1. Tip number 2, be independent where you can be. Disability is a spectrum. Not every person with a disability has the same abilities or disability for that matter. So where you can be independent, so that way those people can see that you can do it. You've got it under control, you're grown, and you can handle it. And then in the areas where you do actually need help, be confident in asking for your help. So take that, marinate on it, and I hope you understand, because I think it makes sense to me too. Trust, it'll definitely work. Tip number 3, don't take offense to shade. Now, what do I mean by that? Let me tell you something. People who undermine people with disabilities are constantly throwing shade, and especially when it's family, they think that they can throw shade and get away with it, or they think they can throw shade and think that, oh, I'm just joking. No, I didn't think that was funny. Now, mind you, this is family, this is the holidays, so we want to keep the peace. We don't want to start nothing. However, we also don't need to be dealing with no shade at the end of the day. So if shade gets thrown to you, don't take offense to it. Just smile and wave and go somewhere else and stay away from that person. Because it's like, honey, if you don't give it no energy, then it has no power. And then that person ain't got nothing else to say, because the more that they want to talk they mess, hello, it ain't gonna bother you. So you're just gonna be sitting there looking at them like, okay, is you finished or is you done? Is you finished or is you done? From the words of Birdman. That's tip number 3. Tip number 4, You are grown and deserve respect. And what I mean by you are grown and you deserve respect is by letting people know when they are in the wrong and advocating for yourself. That is how you get people to respect you, respect your disability, and respect the abilities you do have. So again, if someone's throwing shade, or you can make your own plate, but someone's like, no, let me do it, but you want to make your own plate, stop them in that moment. Advocate for yourself and say, no, auntie, no, uncle, no, cuzzo, I got it. Let me handle it. I want to do it. And then they can't do nothing but respect you after that. And that's kind of part of breaking that wall that tends to come up when people really don't understand that you can be a person with a disability and be an adult and live independently as well. So we have to show them that we can do it by advocating for ourselves. And by advocating for ourselves, that's how we earn and get the respect from the people that we love. And it teaches them that they need to be respecting you because you are older, and although you have a disability, does not mean that you're totally incapable of living life. So that is tip number 4. Tip number 5. Now this may go way to the left, but if your family is one of those families that you just can't tolerate, you done tried every other tip that's on this list and it just ain't working. And no matter how much you try to demand respect, no matter how much you talk to people and how much you try to show people that you're an adult and you can handle things, and they're just not respecting you. And honestly, some of us have toxic family members. That is the truth. And when you have a disability, having people that are toxic around you is not good for your health. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, it is not good for you. So if you are one of those people that has one of those families, do a Friendsgiving. Link up with your friends. Go to your friend's house that has more respectable family that you know would love and respect you for who you are and how you're showing up. You know, have a Friendsgiving at your place. If you got a couple friends that live out of town and they couldn't make it back to their family's home, you guys get together and have a Friendsgiving. And at the end of the day, if no one else is available, don't worry about it. Make yourself a good meal and enjoy some good shows and have yourself a good time and love yourself. Because when you love yourself, you can know how to be alone as well. And alone does not mean lonely, okay? So take that into account too. I've had to spend the holiday by myself before because I wasn't able to go back to town with my family. And honestly, it's one day and it wasn't even that bad. And the next day is all of the deals. Now, me being a black woman, I'm gonna tell you, you need to be spending your Black Friday money on black products and black brands and black businesses. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Take it how you want it. I don't care. So that is my 5 tips for dealing with unsupportive family during the holidays. For those who have any additional tips, because maybe you're going through it as well, or you've gone through it and now your family's in a better place because you made certain steps within yourself or with your family and had certain conversations, then go ahead and leave that in the comments below. This is an open forum. I want everyone to be able to talk to each other, and I want this community to be able to communicate with each other, because I know it's really challenging living with a disability and we need each other to rely on and get some advice from. So until next time, enjoy the holidays